All right, today I'm going with cafeteria black coffee. It's very good. I told you yesterday I'm flexible. So it's the cafeteria coffee here. It's very, very good. It's very cold here. I believe I drove in at 4 degrees above. I needed lots of coffee. I'm fulfilling that requirement so far. And yesterday, the question to you out there, you Coffee Club Ventline members, was this. I asked you if you were basking in the glow of the Saints' victory. That was yesterday. That was on, what was it, Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. We are turning the page officially. We have to. We have to turn the page to the San Francisco game on Saturday afternoon in Santa Clara, California. And my question to you is, I want to know what gives you confidence and or concern about this game in particular. So if you're confident, if you're concerned, heck, if you're both, 651-646-8255, 651-646-8255. Ventline today, the Coffee Club, Manny Hill is out. Danny Cunningham is out. That means it is Zolgad. It is Declan Goff producing. Hello, Declan Goff. It is our guy, social media Seth, who is taking care of the streams. If you're watching us on Twitter, on Twitch, on Facebook, we appreciate it. I am waving right now. 651-646-8255. We'll get to Dave in 1 second here to start the calls on the Coffee Club. I will give you my number one concern when it comes to the 49ers offense. I saw this tweet this morning from Field Yates, former, I believe, Patriots executive, and now ESPN NFL personality. He tweeted this morning. 49ers tight end George Kittle, brace yourself for this one, folks, had 85 catches without a single drop this year. 34 more than any other tight end in the National Football League. He led the league in receiving yards after contact, 252. And just to put a cherry on top of the George Kittle tight end story, he was the most dominant blocker at the position. Of course, that is a position that requires you to block quite a bit. And there are specialty blocking tight ends who don't catch passes. And yet George Kittle, 85 catches for San Francisco without a drop, 34 more than any other tight end. And according to the tweet by Field Yates, the most dominant blocker at the position. 651-646-8255. Vikings play San Francisco 35 on Fox on Saturday. Post-game, Mackie and I will be in studio to take your calls on the post-game vent line as soon as that game ends. But today, it's all about the Coffee Club, the weekday vent line. We're on till noon when Rami and Score North Live take over. Let's start with our buddy Dave in South Carolina. Hello, David. Dave, are you there? There you are. Hi, Dave.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. You?
Good. I've got two. I want to answer your question on both ends.
Yeah, of course.
The old New York, city jingle of, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. I'm going to change it where if you can win there, New Orleans, you can win anywhere. I think the confidence that we have of that and then playing in that situation, and hopefully the confidence is more of a team offensively. We can, use more of what we have offensively as a whole. The negative, the concern, I should say, of course, is the secondary, obviously. And I have a little reckless speculation I'd like to throw at you and see what you think about this.
I love it. Reckless speculation, you say. Yes, go ahead.
All right. The Vikings are dialed in, of course, to winning the championship. They've made a lot of moves in the past. I'm not the biggest fan of Mackenzie Alexander. I think he's got some impressive stats, but I just don't know in a clutch moment how I feel about him. And of course, with the injury. So let me throw this at you. You make a phone call and you find out where our wine drinking, golf playing buddy is, Terrence Newman. You find out if he's got a couple games left in him. I know he's in great shape. He always wanted to win a Super Bowl. He knows that system like clockwork, like Sendejo. And my feeling is you go ahead and put Mackenzie on injury reserve. You make that phone call. And I know it sounds a little out there, but if you think about it, I really don't think it's that far of a stretch. Just wanted to see what you thought.
Hey, Dave.
Just a thought.
Hey, Dave, wait.
Reckless speculation. Reckless speculation. Reckless speculation.
You got the hat trick for that one, Dave. You got the hat trick of reckless speculation, baby.
One more thing before you let me go. If you remember,
of course.
when he took that coaching job, remember the thought was that he could, maybe come back at the end of the season, right? And then he found out later,
Yep.
yes, we found out that there was a league rule against that as a coach to come back and play. So I'm just throwing it out there. You got to find somebody off the street. If you don't have it internally, which he doesn't, Mike doesn't have any confidence in those guys, the young guys. So I'm not really sure about J-Ron Curse. He would have played by now. So I know
he's hurt too.
Out there.
Bad toe, I think, Dave. Bad toe. He's hurt.
Yeah. So I just a thought, man. If you're trying to win it all, I'd make a phone call, and maybe they already have. I have no idea. I don't know, but I would look into it.
Pulling out all stops. Thanks, Dave.
No problem.
Talk to you tomorrow, okay?
Reckless speculation.
Whoa, Dave coming into the coffee club. It's 11:07 Central Time here, and he's dropping Terrence Newman calls. Didn't see that one coming.
No, I didn't. But if there's anyone to do it, it's Terrence Newman. If there's anyone that Zimmer would call off the street right now, it would be Terrence.
He's not been retired for 2 years, though. I got to believe that he is not even close to football shape, right?
I don't know. I think he probably is. Terrence strikes me as a freak in nature.
Wow. That one shocked me. All right, 651-646-8255 as we discuss Vikings and 49ers on Saturday. What makes you confident about this game? And as you've started to probably deliberate about this game, what makes you concerned? I gave you mine offensively at least, and that is, and you know what? I said the same thing, just to be clear, last week. I said, how are you going to stop Michael Thomas? And then we saw one of Mike Zimmer's finest, well, actually his finest game planning moment that held Thomas to, yes, it was 7 catches, but I believe it was 70 yards. So I am in no way implying that George Kittle can't be stopped. I am saying it's going to be difficult. 651-646-8255. Let's welcome to the coffee club, Kyle. Hi, Kyle. How are you in Denver?
I'm doing good. Drinking some Folgers out of my Bud Light coffee mug, so I'm doing good.
I like how you operate. I love the fact it's a Bud Light coffee mug. All right.
All right, so let's stick on the defensive side. One thing that gives me confidence, I don't know how much stock you guys put into PFF, but we do rank number 1 in the league against opposing tight ends as our group of safeties and our group of linebackers. So if anyone can slow down Kittle, it might be us. What does concern me is the mobility that Jimmy Garoppolo has, because that interior pass rush worked awesome against Drew Brees because he's a statue. If you do that against Garoppolo, he's just going to roll out.
You just nailed it, Kyle. That's such a good point. You were so right about that. It's a different ball game here.
So I'm not saying that Zimmer can't draw something up for that, but it's going to be a totally different game plan. We're going to have to stick those guys back on the edge, and we're going to have to find a different way to get pressure, possibly having to blitz more, which hasn't always gone the greatest this year.
Hey, Kyle, how about this one? And Mike does not do this consistently, and we've all thought for now how long he's going to. Is this the game where, when it comes to the blitz package, you unleash Anthony Barr?
I mean, we've been waiting for it for years. We gave him all that money to come back. I mean, you'd like to think so, but I don't know. Maybe Harrison Smith, instead of dropping back every single play, will actually come a couple times.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I just think that if we're going to get for this game Zim 2.0 off the Saints game, there's going to be something. It's going to be different. It might be Kendricks on Kittle, something like that. But, this would be the one where, because here's the one thing to the point about Garoppolo, Kyle. I believe that you can fluster him. I think he's good, but playoff game 1 of his entire career, right? And I believe he can be flustered. So why not make this the game when Anthony Barr starts to blitz? And if Garoppolo, Barr is the type of athletic linebacker who I think could pressure him and get to him, I think there's some potential there.
I agree. And if you look at the game, the AFC Championship game here in Denver, Patriots-Broncos, they basically move Von Miller all around the field. They've stuck Chris Harris on Gronk. So if Kendricks or we have someone that shows in the first half that they're able to cover Kittle one-on-one, move Barr all around the field, sort of use him like the Broncos did Von Miller in the AFC title game a couple years back.
Kyle, thanks much.
Hey, you held him at 20
Talk
points,
to you later.
Man. You gave us a chance at the end, but I got 3 words for you. You like that?
Football.
Hardcore football Vikings Ventline Coffee Club discussion. And Kyle just did exactly what we want on the coffee club today. And that's this. Your concern, your confidence, but also if you have a concern, let's game plan. What the hell? The Vikings came out and threw a game plan out against the Saints that we never really saw, right? So if you're thinking to yourself, well, I might call in, but my game plan idea is there's no stupid idea. Who would have thought Danielle Hunter and Griffin would play inside on Sunday? Who would have ever thought if Mike Zimmer had called me on Friday, this show, if he had joined the coffee club and said to us, I got Sendejo in the nickel, I would have said, Mike, are you crazy? There's no stupid game plan discussion here. 651 646 8255 651 646 8255. Sports Son, Nick and Blaine. How are you, Sports Son?
Sports Dad, Declan, Seth, what's up?
Not much. You're what's up. You're on.
Declan, can I just, for this week, can I just call you Sports Brother too? I think it's
You got it, I think. Yeah, Nick, that's totally fine.
Okay, Sports Dad, Sports Brother, Seth, what's up? Okay.
and stepson Seth.
Yeah. He just left the room, so he got uncomfortable, Nick.
We love you, Seth. Anyway, let's can I quickly start with the Niners are 7.5 point favorites, which I don't really get. I would say more 4 to 5. And 75% of the money is going on them in Vegas. Mike Zimmer is licking his chops at this bulletin board material.
Amen.
So now, confidence, I agree with Kyle. The stats are there. We're the best defense against tight ends the whole year. The opposing quarterback rating is 60.3 when they're throwing to the tight ends. Now, second best, oddly enough, is the Niners, who are at 88.4. That's almost 30 points better. So quickly, the tight ends we faced this year, Darren Waller, Austin Hooper, they had the best games against us, but those came in garbage time. Now, Travis Kelce, 7 catches, 62. Zach Ertz, 4, 54.
Yep.
Jared Cook last week, 5, 54. We're shutting these bad boys down.
Yep.
The difference between Kittle and these tight ends, though, is a lot of Kittle's catches come more towards the line of scrimmage. He's more of a yards after the catch kind of guy. So there's that. And then I would say my concern is the last time we faced a north and south running team that incorporates a fullback is Seattle. Seattle gashed us. Seattle ran for like 180, almost 200 or something like that.
Yes, they did.
Right. So, and I don't remember if Limbaugh was hurt or not, or if he was playing.
He played, but I believe he had the meniscus procedure done something like 3 weeks before that. So he was definitely not playing at near full strength.
Exactly. So you can bring a little confidence into my concern with that because he's going to be healthy. And man, that dude just clogs up the middle.
Yes.
This game will be won in the trenches. So, and then quickly, I'd like to say a good stat to follow is we are second in red zone defense, and the 49ers are 21st in red zone offense. So, I mean, I think we're going to win every single game every year, but...
Hey, Sports Son. What's your guess, if you had to guess right now, about a Zim wrinkle that we don't expect against Garoppolo and these guys? What's your best guess about what that might be? Because I think there's something coming here. I don't think that we know what that is going to be.
No, I feel you. And, I mean, obviously from last week, seeing Danielle Hunter and Everson Griffin going to the defensive tackle, where's that random little customization been like the whole 10 years? That was just football horniness at its finest. But I would say that I think the easy one to go is let's see that big nickel. Let's see Curse get in there.
Curse is not practicing, I believe, and I believe it's a toe. And so I said the same thing on the afternoon show yesterday. I think there's a better chance that Sendejo sees playing time again. But I'm telling you, the thing that really intrigues me is this the game because of Garoppolo's tendency at times to make mistakes, but he definitely can run. Is this the game that you feature Barr and turn him loose more?
See, that's really nice. Wouldn't we all just be wanting that?
Yes.
One you can say quickly is when George Kittle does not have a good game, then Garoppolo is nowhere near the same person, and he is prone to mistakes. He has 7 more interceptions than Kirk this year. So I think exotic blitzes, and then double teaming Kittle is the way to go defensively. I will be calling tomorrow to give you an offensive perspective. Thanks.
Sports Son? Hey, Nick?
Yep.
There you go. Talk to you tomorrow, okay?
All right, man.
All right. 651-646-8255. We're on until noon. It's the Viking Ventline Coffee Club. We are going strong. Let me make sure I get to the person who's been holding the longest, and that would be Dave in upstate New York. Dave, you are on Ventline. Hope you're enjoying your afternoon, actually, for you, and enjoying a cup of coffee.
I'm on my lunch break, man. It's 12:15.
It's late. It's late in the day there. Your coffee's done.
The coffee's long gone. I'm on my soda.
Very nice.
So, you guys, you just took my main point. What I want to call in today, what I was thinking about all morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys are my break in my work day. I'm telling you.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
I really look forward to it. I was thinking about Anthony Barr all morning. Like, man, this dude is 6'5", 255. He runs like a 4.6 something 40.
There you go. Yep, exactly right.
Yeah, and I mean, when he blitzes, every time I've seen him blitz, something happens. And he just doesn't.
Right.
Why?
But that's what I'm saying is, how many things did we see unleashed on Sunday that we didn't expect? And so wouldn't this be and Garoppolo is far from perfect. He could screw up, but he doesn't have the same deficiencies as Breeze. So you're not going to repeat the Saints Breeze game plan against San Fran, right? So this is the game to me where you've got a quarterback who can run in Garoppolo, who can cause you problems. And Barr has the talent here. Make no mistake. Barr has. So this does, to your point, seem to be the game where you say, Anthony, this is why you came back here. This is why we paid you. And this is where you shine.
Yeah, and he can do it.
Absolutely.
That would be awesome. I'd love to see it, man.
All right, Dave.
That's all I really wanted to say.
Dave, wait.
Okay.
There you go, okay?
Awesome. I love it.
All right. Thanks. Enjoy your break. Talk tomorrow.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All righty.
651-646-8255. 651-646-8255. Viking Ventline Coffee Club is open. 2 lines are available as we go through what your confidence is about Saturday's game, what your concern is, and just as importantly, let's game plan here. Let's figure out what the Zim wrinkle is going to be Saturday, because there's going to be one defensively. And amazingly, 20 minutes into today's show, I don't think we've brought up the name of Kirk Cousins. My, how things have changed in a week. Jonathan in New Jersey, thanks for holding on. Hi, Jonathan.
John, how you doing this morning?
I am outstanding.
Morning for you guys, afternoon for me.
Afternoon from you, break time for you, coffee for me.
I'm actually on my way right now to Starbucks to get my caffeine reload. So I usually go dark roast black, and if I to piggyback on what you were saying yesterday, if I really want to punch in the face, I go double espresso.
Whoa, even I don't do that. Dark roast. Hold on. From Starbucks. Okay, yes.
Which is actually pretty helpful if, because I listen, what started off as just Purple Daily Live turned into subscribing to the Ventline, subscribing to you and Mackey's show. So I think I listen to all this stuff at double speed because it's on the time. So
thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, so anyway, so you guys are stealing my thunder already. I wanted to call up this morning. I wanted to talk about what I think are going to be almost like my bold takes of the.
No, go ahead. Game. No, go ahead.
No. I always feel like, I'm fully, I think this team I really think this team's going all the way. I just have this positive vibe about it. The more I think about compared to the Minneapolis Miracle, which was a fluky win, they should have lost that game.
Yep.
Sundays was not a fluke. And I feel like in every championship run, each game always has there's always the certain members of the team step up. So the wild card round, that's going to go down as that was the Thielen Cousins game. And this round, and Danielle Hunter, I think this is the round where Stephon Diggs is going to have he's going to bust one open. I think he's going to have a huge game. And the guy I've been talking about all morning has been Anthony Barr. I think this is the game where he's going to validate that huge contract. And the other, so I'm confident about those two, but the other guy I'm really confident about is Brian O'Neill. I mean, you didn't even hear Cam Jordan's name in the last game, and I think he's going to step up, and he's going to, I'm assuming he's lined across the way from Nick Bosa, whoever the end is, but I think that
Sure.
he's going to, what do you call it? Step up and stop, and I think that's what's going to be. So that's my where I'm confident. What I'm only, and I also am very confident in Zim. I think he's going to. There's going to be a play in this game where he's going to confuse Garoppolo. It's going to be a very tight game, and Garoppolo's going to throw an interception where everyone afterwards is going to be like, "What the hell was he thinking there?"
I think
and
you're
it's
right.
Going to be, and when you look back, he's going to be totally confused, and he's going to feel the pressure, and also I just think that this team has the eye of the tiger, and I think idiots like James Harrison going on Cowherd and people like Bill Simmons who just continuously criticize the team, that's your bulletin board material to just get these guys fired up because they really can go toe to toe with anyone. And my only concern really would just be weather. I've seen how many games over the years you've seen like a sloppy field where players fall down or whatever, or
Yes.
just a catastrophic injury. But anyways, just pulled into Starbucks. Looking forward to listening to the rest of the show before I gotta go back to work.
Hold on a second here.
Take
Wait.
care. Yep.
There you go, sir. Thanks, Jonathan.
All right,
Talk to you
I'll
later.
Talk to you guys before the end of the week. Bye,
All
guys.
right, bye-bye. 651-646-8255. 651-646-8255. Great stuff so far. Let's head out to Oregon and Josh. Hello, Josh.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. So it is early here.
It's early there, so you're
9:30.
You're drinking coffee.
Definitely flowing. I think my number one concern is definitely the D line. I mean, I'm thinking back to what they did to Aaron Rodgers on Sunday night, and you look at what's happened when there's just four solid defensive linemen. That with Cousins, I'm thinking Bears, Packers games, and it's been kind of our enigma. So that's my top concern.
Okay.
That being said, what I think was surprising to me is this has got to be a Dalvin Cook game. I figured we got to have Kirk kind of continue to step up, but when you look at the statistics, San Fran is the number one pass defense in yards per game, but their run defense is kind of middling.
Mm-hmm.
They've lost their nose tackle. So I think it's got to be another game of pounding the rock. I mean, New Orleans, if they weren't the top run defense, they were like top 5, and we saw what we did there. So it's just, to me, it's more of the same on that side. And then I think, to me, the real overall key of the game, considering San Fran and Garoppolo's experience, is turnovers. I mean, this team, really since December, but all year, they've forced far more turnovers than I think they have in the past couple of years. I mean, I'm thinking back to 2017, all the talk about that defense. What we thought the missing piece there was when we were comparing them to historically great defenses like the Ravens of the early 2000s, they didn't have the turnover factor. And I think they were bottom third in the league in takeaways that year. Well, this year the Vikings are fourth. And in particular, you look at really the Seahawks game. I mean, they lost, but they had a couple just clutch turnovers. Obviously, the 7 in the Chargers game, they had 3 against the Packers. I think the Saints had a record for fewest giveaways at 8, and we forced 2 turnovers, and they were both at clutch times. I mean, I think it's missed, but that we were looking at being down 10-6 going into halftime, and I was concerned about the Saints going down, scoring, and kind of doing the double, before and after halftime.
Double dip.
So all of a sudden, you get the Harris interception. We go down and score a touchdown. Completely flip that equation. I mean, you can't think of more two times for that.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
I see on Saturday, at least one Garoppolo pick that results in points, and I don't know if they come directly off the pick or if the Vikings offense then takes the ball and scores. But I think you could force Garoppolo into at least 1 or 2 mistakes. And here's the difference. I think that between Cousins' conservative nature and the coaching, I think if you end this game and the statistical sheet has Garoppolo, let's say 2 picks, okay?
Yep.
1 that results in points. And on the other side of the statistical sheet, the Vikings quarterback, Kirk Cousins, you have no INTs.